So today I'm joined by my guest Holly Batt from Alan Batt Estate Agents. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. I'm really good. Today, Holly, we're here to talk about one particular supplier, your experiences with them, and that is Complete ASAP, who provide sales progression services, outsource sales progression services for estate agents. You guys are obviously well known in my part of the world. You're in Wigan, home of great football and great pies, I think you'd probably agree,
Yeah.
but also great estate agents. We know that you're doing really well over there. That means also that you're handling quite a volume of sales, and you need to make sure that that's taken care of. A lot of estate agents are quite precious when it comes to sales progression because they believe it's almost the secret recipe behind that perfect pie that they make. Um, how was it for you guys in terms of coming to this service and trusting somebody else to almost emulate what you guys do?
I would definitely agree with that. I would definitely say it's some estate agents kind of see the sales progression as not their job, whereas I think a decent estate agent, a good estate agent, it's it's all very well and good selling a house, but it's no good if you don't complete on it.
Yeah,
You've got to get your client over the line, and I think since COVID, that has become more and more difficult and much more trying for your clients because it's, as we all know, the conveyancing process has got much more lengthy. And that has become a cost as well that estate agents are having to absorb, because your pipeline's getting longer. It's not, chains are falling apart more often, fall through rates going through the roof. It is definitely something that we had to get in front of in order to make sure that we were still sort of getting that pipeline through and maintaining the service level to our client. And we've always seen it as a full-time job for an employer, for an employee to do. And then when we got approached by Complete ASAP, we were very tentative, definitely very, very tentative to sort of let go of that baby, shall we say.
yeah, it's hard,
And
isn't
it's a
it?
job that I did in my younger years. But yeah, it was a role that I did and I very much enjoyed. And I think you have to enjoy it. You have to want to do that part of the job, and to really understand it and have that experience. And I think that was what really kind of sold us on it, was that everybody who works there has previous experience,
Yeah,
and has quite a lot of previous experience. And what we also liked about it is you have got one case handler, who handles your cases from start to finish. So you have like it is like having one employee. So it's not a case of like ringing up the company. You don't ring up Complete ASAP and go, "Can I speak to somebody about my files?"
yeah.
You just have what that one contact. It's like literally having somebody work for you. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I think there's that sense that they get it. Do you know what I mean? They get what it is that we do, and how important the progression element is to estate agents because these things don't sell themselves. They also don't progress themselves, and leaving it to chance and just hoping the solicitors are going to get it together. Unfortunately, that's a myth. That doesn't, no matter what a solicitor might say, that just doesn't happen often enough. And when you've got chains involved, you just can't leave it to chance, can you, really?
No, no. And I think it's really important for the client, because for us in particular, the client experience is very important. And the fluidity from each stage is very important, because for us and estate agents and conveyancers, we do this every day in, day out. We
Yeah,
know the lingo. It kind of rolls off our tongue. We understand it. Most people won't move. It's sort of every 5 to 7 years on average that people will move. So, and it's changing all the time in that 5 to 7 years. So for them to have that one person, that one contact, who you don't need to necessarily speak to your solicitor. You don't need to necessarily, and like a lot of solicitors these days don't even take calls from their clients, never
Yeah,
mind
true.
anybody else.
Very true.
To just have that one person, it's like, if you have any questions, any queries, they will go to battle for you. They will find out for you. They will speak to the land registry. They will speak to your mortgage advisor. They will speak to the surveyor. They'll speak to your estate agent. They'll speak to the people in the chain. They can literally speak to as many people as you need to, but you only need to speak to that one person.
Yeah, makes
I think
life
as
a
long
lot
as
easier.
you're a estate agent, as long as an estate agent you're handing over to complete ASAP well and saying, right, your next point of contact will be X, and introducing them as a person, that's just so seamless for the client. We get so many great reviews on that.
Well,
It really,
so that was going to be my next question. So, because I'm all for sort of efficiencies in a state agency, and I love trying to find ways where we can, I suppose, make things better for us. That's great. Takes our workload away. But I think where these solutions come into their own is where they actually deliver value to the end users, so your customers, so they notice actually that they're getting a great service. So you just touched on it there that you're getting great reviews from your client's perspective, your sellers that you're acting for, your buyers and so on. The feedback is presumably great.
the feedback's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And I really can't sort of big it up enough in terms of we have that one representative at ASAP Complete who represents all our files, and she is absolutely amazing. And it's the feedback that we get. She gets 5-star reviews on every completion,
So
and
it's almost like a pure extension of your team. I mean, when we spoke off camera, you described it as the way that you see it is almost like complete ASAP as an employee that you've
yeah,
placed in that role. But that really is true, isn't it? If you're getting that feedback from reviews.
yeah, they've built such a wonderful culture there, because that's exactly how they sell the brand. Is that they are an extension of you, and we have like WhatsApp with each other and things, and we do refer to each other as our colleague. You'll get a call from my colleague at ASAP Complete, who is named, and then and it's great, and you know exactly who you're handing off to. It's not a case of like when, like, say you're speaking about a surveyor or something, you're like, you will get a call from this company, and you've
Yeah.
no idea who's going to call
You can
your
be
client.
there's more certainty and continuity also from the customer's point of view. They're
Mm,
reassured that you know who you're handing this over to. It's not just a call center that you're passing it over to. It's really
yeah,
looked after.
yeah, and you know exactly how they work, like as a person. You know what their tone is. You know what the how they work. Like, you can rest assured that if they say they're going to get something done, or how they work, or how they're going to word something, you know it's going to get done. You know they are an extension of yourself.
So we spoke also that there are nuances, aren't there, in the state agency. So we're in the north of England at the moment, and very often our house values can be lower than the south of the country. We spoke also there's a mix of tenure, isn't there? So there are some, I mean, I hear this all the time. There are some solicitors refusing to deal with leasehold cases in London. They're just going, oh no, we don't want that. But we don't necessarily always get the luxury of that. There's still a lot of long leasehold houses terraces we've been selling all our lives and never had a problem with it. Lenders don't have a problem with it. So it's not the kind of murky side of leasehold, but it's the other kind of day-to-day side of it. So there are nuances and there are those differences and they get it, don't they? Complete
Yeah,
ASAP. So you could build the service that you offer. So just to put some context into this, complete ASAP can do everything from right from the AML at the beginning all the way through to, material information, sales progression, and also their solicitors handling the actual transaction itself. And there are different options there. Not all estate agents use all of it. So some people aren't using the material info, but they're using the sales progression seems to be the core of everything. You've adapted it for your own particular kind of uses, haven't you?
Yeah. So what I found was very good with the company is, like you say, you can tailor make, you can kind of tailor make your package. They do offer, like you say, all the way from the AML right at the beginning and the material information, all the way through to sales progression with or without the solicitors. And it's with leasehold or freehold, they can tailor make it from like start to finish. They also try and match your sales progressor to your area and the target market of your product, shall we say? And we went through sort of a selection process, shall we say, with our sales progressor until we got one that was a good fit, and they're quite good at that. Like, so we had originally we also had another sales progressor who didn't have a lot of experience with the Northwest, and was just getting a little bit lost. It was very quickly sort of, she was given a lot of opportunity, a lot of support, and then it was very quickly a case of like, right, this isn't quite the fit. She's more of a corporate sales
Right,
progressor. She'd be better fit with a much bigger company in a corporate London setting, and they're very good at kind of analyzing their own team. You don't have to manage their team. Like, the ASAP will manage their team and say,
yeah,
right, that's not quite a fit. We'll move her somewhere else, and you can have this person instead. And they'll just tailor make it and fit the right person to you, um, and the right package to you. Because our CRM is a great CRM that does our material information for us.
yeah,
So kind of like, we want this bit of your what it's at, but we don't want that bit. No, that's fine. You just take that bit off, and we put
yeah.
that bit in, and it's great. You just build the package that you want. They're very amenable.
So you've said lots of good things about them, and I'm very grateful for your time so far. I've got one final question that I always ask, and I'm gonna take it that the answer to this is a resounding yes. But based on your experiences with Complete ASAP, you would be likely to recommend this to anybody who wasn't your direct competitor.
Yes.
There you
I
go.
would, I would recommend. I would go as far as say I would recommend it to anyone, because I'm a big believer in anything that improves estate agency as a whole is good for the business. And I think that any estate agent who is struggling, whether it's my direct competitor or not, because they're going to be in a chain with me at some point, if you are struggling to manage your own sales progression, it is a no brainer,
Holly,
because you
that's
cannot
a
do it
perfect
yourself.
way to look at it. It's a great
Yeah.
perspective.
If we
Brilliant.
can all improve together, then the business as a whole improves for everybody.
Wholeheartedly agree. Thank you very much for sharing your experience with us.
Yeah, no problem.